Hey, happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Jeff Bache here, all about that Bache. Excited about the deck we're going to play today. Just put it together last night, actually. Just got some code cards from the local event that we had and came home and was like, why not put this deck together? So we're going to be playing some Hitmon combo, my first fighting deck. I'm going to be honest, I haven't played the deck a ton. I know the general ideas. So we're going to kind of figure it out on stream today. So again, I appreciate all of you being patient with me. If you have any tips or anything in the chat to help me out, or if you're watching YouTube comments, I would love, 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 love your help with this deck. And I always appreciate positive feedback to help me get my gameplay better. We just got paired in the queue. Let's see, who do we got? Someone I don't know. We're going to give them a second, let them friend us. At the start of the stream, I like to kind of just real briefly talk about GLC for those of you who haven't played it before, those of you who are catching on YouTube and might not know what Gym Leader Challenge format is. It's a great format. It's a singleton format. You can only play one of each card, except basic energy, of course. No rules box Pokemon are allowed. No Vs, Radiant Pokemon, GX, EX, none of those stuff. Just simple, no rules box. Baby boys. And then, of course, we're a monotype. Again, the goal is you are a gym leader. Pick your favorite type and play it. Today, we're playing fighting. So let's get into it. I'll probably talk about the deck a little bit later just because we got paired in the queue. So let's accept our friend request here. Excited about the deck. It's pretty stock from what is up on the Gym Leader Challenge website. I always got to add my personal touch, so we are playing a Ninja Boy. Ninja Boy, choose one of your basics and play and switch it with another Pokemon, and everything attached to that Pokemon stays the same. I feel like Ninja Boy is pretty sweet in a deck where you have three basics that chain together that all need one energy. So we're going to try out Ninja Boy. I think the other thing that I added was I went down a basic fighting energy and I added the other special energy. So we're playing Stone and we're playing Strong. Just so that we have another hit off Guzma and Hala. Well, no basics. We're going to mulligan here. So you can see here's my Strong, here's my Stone. Well, that's two of the boys I need. Unfortunately, they're pretty worthless. Do I just lead on Riolu then? I guess we just lead on Riolu here. This Guzma doesn't really help at all. Our hand's pretty bad, and our opponent got to draw two cards. Hey, they're playing the other fighting deck. Oh, they're playing the Earthquake deck. Well, there's Bird Keeper. I guess in order to Bird Keeper, we have to play something? And I think it's still the right call to do that. So, I think we play Hitmonlee. I think we just Bird Keeper. It's the only role play we got. We drew our Ninja Boy. Ninja Boy is pretty fun for next turn. So let's put down the Machop because we can get our Machoke going. Let's attach. Let's see, what's Ninja Boy's actual text say? Choose one of your basic opponents, search your deck for a basic opponent, switch it with that Pokemon. So the fact that we switch this into the active spot makes it a little bit more difficult now. We had the Professor's Letter though, so we can always attach here and retreat if we need to. And we are done with it. So I definitely think... Hey, what's up? Welcome, Halen. Good to see you. The Turbo Hitmon deck without Garchomp and Lucario. Someone who's actually playing. Well, we're playing some Gym Leader Challenge, so thank you for stopping by. Okay, so... what do I kind of want to do here? We're definitely evolving here into this Machoke. Let's grab 2 of these boys. Grab 2 things here. Gotcha. We're in the middle of building our local community. We had an event last night. 6 people came out. Gen 3 sets. Fair. Alright. Let's retreat into Riolu. Let's Ninja Boy. Well, we don't have... This is our first time looking at our deck, right? So we don't have our boy. But we can get Gible here. And we can start getting Garchomp going. I don't mind that so much. Do we have the Vibravas in our hand? We could always go and get that. I don't even know if we have Gabite. So getting the Gible doesn't help us out. So I think we got to get the Trapinch here. Oh, can we evolve into Vibrava right away? That's pretty fun. Does it survive the attack? It might. Alright. Not having our Hitmonchan in our deck is going to be brutal. Yes, obnoxious whirring. Whenever your opponent plays a supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to our boy here. Gosh, just having this Guzma. And you might know better than me, Shin, is the fighting decks lack a bit of draw. Oh man, we are not looking so good here. I don't even know what. We're definitely going to Guzma up something. So maybe we just put out the Machoke. Well, we drew our Hitmonchan. Hitmontop. Well, we can Evolution Incense here. We can at least get the Machamp. Let's see, what's the best thing to Guzma up here? I guess that, probably. Let's touch energy here and say go. Man, not a good start for us off the bat. Yeah, obviously it seems like Lucario and the Garchomp are pretty important to our deck. It's hard to tell right now. Again, one of the few times I played a little bit on the test deck. Ugh, we're just getting smoked. I wonder if this is just a bad matchup. But we've also drawn pretty poorly. I think that's just game, if I'm not mistaken. They might take a knockout on one of their guys. Their Barboach next turn. So maybe we just go ahead, play it out, and see where it goes from here. We definitely want to draw some cards. We definitely want to get Guzma. Oh yeah, we're hurting. We're hurting here. Yeah, the what was it, Gabite is prized, and so is our Hitmonchan. So we couldn't even start our combo, even though we had all 3 guys at the start. I feel like maybe it's a different game if all of that happens. You never know. That being said, we're still not mad at the deck. Just built this one in paper. I got most of the cards for the deck our opponent is playing. Although I think not exactly the Earthquake version that they're playing. I think we're more the Colossal. I got it right here in front of me. Why even bother saying that? So yeah, it's the Colossal version. Broken into wargaming. I understand. Alright, Bird Keeper. Draw cards. We did not draw many cards that were good. Donphan's gonna kill this. They evolved their guy, so they didn't kill it. We're just not in a great spot. I'm gonna say this for a while here. We're gonna play to our outs. Marble rolling coin flip gizmo. Damage coins. Huh. You might have to post a link to that in chat. I don't do a lot of wargaming myself. mostly TCG only. Man, I mean, we drew teammates. We drew like all the good cards last turn, but it might just be too little, too late. Like I don't even know what we have left in the deck that does anything. I think we just probably concede. I don't think we have any outs at this point. Like we'd have to like Super Rod, Hisuian, Heavy Ball. Yeah, let's bag this one in. I think we just concede here. Alright, not a good first showing with the deck. That being said, we are committed to playing just about any deck, and even that wasn't terrible. That was still pretty fun. We got to see our opponent's fighting deck do its thing. Hey, thanks, Halen, for the follow. Appreciate it. I'll take this time while we're waiting for the game just to update everyone about my schedule. We're looking mostly to stream Mondays and Wednesdays, 8:30 to 9:30. Of course, you missed the stream. All the content gets posted on, I think we go second. All the content gets posted on YouTube too. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/allaboutThatBeish. Alright, so we got Nest Ball and we got Ninja Boy. That's pretty fun. So we can kind of chain our combo together if we want. Put the Riolu down. We got Sonia for the energies too, if we need to. Alright, here's town map. See what our opponent's got prized over here. Some good cards. Ooh, opponent is discarding like a fiend. Alright, so what do we want to do here? We could even save the Ninja Boy if we wanted to, because we have the Bird Keeper. So, now we could always Bird Keeper next turn. We could also Sonia here. And Shin, you might have to help me out here. Is it better just to go ahead and get early damage and get my comboing going, or is it better to set up? Machamp Lucario. Yeah, I'm definitely just trying out Machamp and Lucario. I understand what you're saying about having more space for draw cards. I think we're going to go Nest Ball. Alright. Let's get Hitmonchan. And then I do think we just Bird Keeper. Again, we can just Ninja Boy next turn. Getting more cards in hand seems pretty legit. Let's do this. Do I Trainers Mail here? We might. We could always get Ultra Ball, which is pretty good. I think we hold on to this. Is there a chance we die with just 2 Pokemon? I don't even know. I'm so not used to playing against this deck. My hand is pretty good. So I think we're just going to play the Gible. Let's go ahead and hit Ren. Let's put out the Riolu here. I think we are, like, we can Sonia for 2 energy. We can Ultra Ball to get the Hitmontop. Opponent's coercing here. Glad we didn't play too many bench guys. Looks like our opponent's kind of having like the opposite of last game, where things are looking a little rougher on their end. Ooh, Guzman Hala is pretty good. Man. So Guzman Hala lets us go and get an energy, a stadium, and something else, but we got a discard, and our hand's pretty good. But we don't need Machoke and Rare Candy probably this game, in all honesty. And we get our stadium, although we haven't checked to see if our stadium is in here yet. Let's just do this. Let's just get 2 energy. I think this is the conservative route, just so our hand is stacked. We don't need to play too much here. I realized my issue, though. We didn't get the right thing. Alright, let's Ultra Ball. Let's make up for our mistake. Yeah, we should have probably not Sonya there. Yeah, probably should have played Guzman Hala. Because we could have gotten something to retreat here. We didn't know if the stadium was in our deck, and I should have checked it there, to be honest. That being said, things aren't bad still. We can still retreat and hit and run again, which I think is fine. Again, we got Guzman Hala to get us what we need. To the EX tournament that Kozinski put on at Florida. Didn't have the money. Fortunately, yeah, things can get expensive when you get around these things. Alright, Hitmonlee is down. Alright. We're bad. We're bad. Yeah, if we had Guzman Hala, we could have chained together our combo a little bit better here. So we're definitely on the back foot because of our inexperience with this deck. Not an easy deck to play. Well, so now we Ninja Boy, but we didn't Hitmonlee last turn. So we can't special combo. We could like get Tyrogue, set up Tyrogue as a sacrifice. We can special combo. We didn't use Hitmonlee last. Our Hitmonlee just got murdered. All right. This is just in our deck, right? So we can Professor Sycamore here and hope to get lucky and draw into like Super Rod or something. Use Hitmonchan. Use Hitmonchan. Ninja Boy. You can special combo. You use Hitmonchan. Okay. So are you saying get Hitmontop then? Yeah, Ninja Boy's from the deck. Yeah. What do we do here? This is getting ridiculous. Because what does this do? 140 and then 20 damage to everything. We can sacrifice something. Let's Guzman Hala. We're going to get rid of Energy and Ninja Boy. We definitely want... We probably just get Brooklet Hill. Our opponent's going to keep putting stuff on their bench too. Probably a U-turn board. And I think we want a strong energy. Let's Brooklet Hill and let's set up a sacrifice if we need to. I think Tyrogue might be a reasonable sacrifice here. Let's attach this to Gible. And let's hit and run. Put out this Tyrogue. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this Tyrogue. I get that it can be good. The fact that it ends your turn seems a little bit like, but every list I've seen is playing this. Someone knows something better than me. Thornton is better than Ninja Boy. Thornton. Looking it up right now. Choose a basic Pokemon in your discard pile and switch it with one of your basic Pokemon in play. Any attached cards, damage counter, specials, turn play. You know what? You might be right. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. I was also debating Furisode Girl. Furisode Girl just seems better sometimes. Ooh, Tyrogue has the free retreat. That seems pretty legit. Alright. We're definitely going to Sycamore this turn. So let's do this. Let's Brooklet Hill. Let's get, I think Flygon. There's Flygon in the deck. So Machop. Do we discard the Machoke already? Yeah, I was between Ninja Boy and Furiso Girl, but now Thorton is in the mix. What do I want to attach this to? Do I even want to attach this energy? It's pretty good. Both of these cards are going to be attacking at some point. Let's put on Gible, and let's Professor Sycamore here. Well, there's Super Rod. So our combo's back online. Let's Super Rod. Put all the boys back in the deck. We can Korrina next turn. That seems pretty good. Alright. Let's hit and run. Put out our Machop. If we can get this special combo going, we'll be in good shape, I think. If we can't, we'll be bad. We might make that if we lose this game and we have enough time to play another one. We might just go ahead and give it another go all around. And we might try Thornton or Furiso Girl too. Yeah, you know, they are doing damage to themselves over there. We have some good cards. We drew our Lucario, which is not too bad in and of itself. What's Korrina get here? A Pokemon and an item card? So we can get... We need to get some energy, right? 2 energy here. So we know that we have Professor's Letter in the deck. So we might just Korrina, and then we can get another bench Pokemon. I don't know if it's worth it, though, to Korrina. We could Versus Seeker for Sonia, but it's just the safe thing. Yeah, let's Korrina. Let's get Hitmonlee. Let's get Professor's Letter. Let's Hitmonlee. Let's get 2 Fighting Energy, the last 2. Let's do this. Let's retreat. Am I worried about Parallel City from them? I don't think so. We do want space left on our bench, but we've only got 1 basic. Might as well play Trapinch. We got Vibrava here. Alright, what do we kill? What's scary? So we can kill the Donphan. The Donphan's pretty scary. Let's kill the Donphan. Alright. Again, I don't want to play the Hitmontop. I don't think I want to expose it with Brooklet Hill and Versus Seeker here. I think we're just pretty set on having ways to get it. Our opponent is now Korrina-ing, which is good, which means I don't think that they can mess with our hand unless they have like an item card that does so, but I doubt that they would have an item card in their fighting deck. We're going to do 60 to everything next turn. So we're a couple short. We're not killing all the stuffs, right? Well, now we might be pretty close. Alright. I don't know. Does opponent know if we have it or not? Do we force our opponent to put something else out? Because we're definitely going to kill this on the bench, right? 60 damage to eat. So do we force them to put something bigger out? Like if they put the Steelix out, we can play this. And we do 40 more damage. Does that kill that? That's 100. Not quite. Doesn't quite kill that. But yeah, I do think we do rope. They don't know that we have the martial arts dojo. So they might put like Terrakion out and Terrakion gets killed. Alright, here's Hitmontop. Does this just have any... So their Pokemon are going to do more damage too. Do we care? Do we care? I guess we just Cynthia and Caitlin, to be honest. I think we discard the martial arts dojo. And I do think we just get back maybe Korrina. Korrina seems fine. Draw 3. Evolution Incense. Yes, yes, please. Get Gabite here. Gabite will be a pretty good attacker for next turn, or Garchomp if we get it. And let's finish in combo. Close, but no cigar. There's our Flygon. Did we not kill the Wishy-Washy? Ah, okay, so maybe we shouldn't have roped first. Because I didn't read this Wishy-Kosh or Wish-Kosh's ability. If it's on the bench, it doesn't die. And that would have been an extra prize. Alright, here's the Float Stone. Powerful Rage. Alright. Okay, let's see. Is the Garchomp in the deck? So Garchomp is there. 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. The Quick Dive. I think the Garchomp survives, so I do think we want to Korrina here. Grab Garchomp. Grab Ordinary Rod, maybe. Flygon. We can Garchomp. Now we can Lucario and go get any card in our deck. I don't know if it really matters what we get, because nothing is actively doing anything this turn. So let's just get Guzman. I guess we could have Ordinary Rodded first. Let's do both. Let's put combo back into our deck. We probably should have done Ordinary Rod first, because then we could have gotten energy. I still think we get to attach this double energy there. But obviously, a little bit of a waste. Not too much, but just enough. Alright, let's Royal Blades, because we can't do any damage to these guys. Let's take a prize. There's Silent Lab. This game, we've come back a bit this game, so again, we made some misplays early on. Again, I thank you guys for your patience. We made some misplays later on. Again, appreciate you for your patience. Tate Liza here. I think we just in our opponent, right? They have one prize card. I don't think they're going to take it this turn. We'll knock out the Wishy-Koshi, and then they'd have to draw an energy in their top 2. Just the one really big misplay, right? Well, now they're showing us the energy. We are 100% inning. We need to stop this from doing work. How much damage will this do? 30, so, you know, technically we could put out our Hitmonchan and kill this, and then this would survive an attack from this. The Garchomp has free retreat. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Brooklet Hill. Are we just putting something on our bench to get Guzmud? We might be. Alright. We are going to in. I think it's the right play here. Maybe we burn Hisuian Heavy Ball. Yeah, we hit and run into Doll. We drew an energy though, so I think we just put the energy on the Hitmonlee. We can get any card too, which is pretty sweet here, so we can just like draw back up. We'll grab Cynthia. We'll save Guzma for next turn if we need it. And let's hit and run into the Doll. Thanks, Shin, for that. I definitely don't think I was looking at this line. The Doll play is super sweet. And we can just discard this next turn, right? If we need to. Here's Heavy Ball. So that's the Steelix. No, they have the energy. Well, Reese, I can't take all the credit here. What is this at? 140? We're just going to put out Garchomp. Let's make sure we kill him. Alright. Ba-doom. Alright. That was a sweet game. That was a sweet game. Alright. This is why I just love this format. Gym Leader Challenge format. Just so sweet. Everything is great. I've had a couple games that have lasted 3 seconds. And I've had a couple games that have lasted 50 minutes. And it just, no matter what, I'm just having a good time. Again, I appreciate all you guys helping me out in chat as I learn these multiple decks. I put this deck together last night. First or second to our opponent. It wants to go first. We would love to go second. I think we're a second-only deck. Just we want to get attacking. We have a basic from Riolu. We have Sonia to go and get our combos started. To get some guys down. Unfortunately, we don't have any energy. But we get a chance to draw a card. At least one. All right, looking good. Looking good here. Okay. All right. Yes to 3, please. Give me 3 cards. All right. We drew 3 cards, but we didn't draw the good stuffs. We didn't draw the good stuffs. Our opponent didn't draw the good stuffs either. Alright, Guzma and Hala discarding Teammates, discarding Machoke. Because we can just get it back with Ordinary Rod. Teammates, it's way too early for that card to be in my hand. We're going to hope that Brooklet Hill is in our deck. So this is the riskier play here. It's not in our deck, which is sad. So I think we just lose the game now. Stone Energy, Silent Lab, maybe. Yeah. Well, we took the riskier line, and we might get punished because of it. We can always detect here to not die, and then we can Sonia next turn if we need to with the free retreat from U-turn board. Does Silent Lab stop anything in their deck? It stops our Tyrogue, but I think that's it. So just in case, we'll play it. It's just a stadium that they might have to get rid of. Let's detect, and let's hope we are dead. We are dead. We are dead. We didn't come here to play it safe, though. We came here to Guzma and Hala. We didn't Guzma and Hala last turn when we should have. And now we Guzma and Hala when we maybe shouldn't have. So many decision points. Well, so they're going to get the energy and the Don Fan. And I think that that's game. Well played to our opponent here. We will let them murder us in the way that they see fit. Riolu, why? Are they gonna Brooklet Hill? Alright. Sad. Sad. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. All right. Well, times were had. Can I get it? Do I own a Thorton? Let's see if I own a Thorton. Unfortunate, but you know what? Still fun. Ask our friend here, Reese27, if they want to go again. It's way easier to find someone in the queue, or to play someone else again than to find someone in the queue. Alright. Thorton. So we don't own one of those. I'm pretty sure. Do we own a Furioso Girl? We don't own one of those either. Let's make a trade real quick. Let's see if we can get both those cards in a pack. Create trade, public trade. Let's get Furioso. Own the full art version in paper. Definitely a sweet card to own, and a card I want to try. Thorton, put them up. I imagine these are probably, what, like a pack? We got a Crown Zenith pack we'll throw out there. It's all good. I'm sure. Alright, friends gotta go. Let's jump back in the queue then. I definitely want to play some more. I think there's someone else in here looking. We haven't been winning, I'm going to be honest, we haven't been winning a lot on stream these days, and I have to, maybe, obviously we're pretty new at the game. Oh, hey, look, trade complete. Pretty new GLC in here, but I also have to say that I bet some of it is, we're just playing new decks every week. So you got to make good content, you got to put the decks out there. Let's try Thornton first. There's a couple times there where it was in our prize pool and we would have liked it. So we're going to try Thornton first. Choose a basic Pokemon in your discard pile, switch it with one of your basic Pokemon in play. Let's try it out and see. And then we'll maybe try Furioso Girl later or another time. Definitely going to make the change. Yeah, I'm relatively new to the game. You know, I played Retro starting in October, so we went kind of backwards the way that we did things, or at least the way that I did things when I was playing. I started out playing Retro, and Retro way past my time. 1999 cards only. But then my friend was like, you should check out this other format. It's called GLC. And then we started playing. So I've been playing, I think, since October, maybe later. Didn't really get into it till much after that. But I haven't been playing that long. Oh, we've been declined. Being Cute declined us. Shoot him another. He might be fixing his deck like we were ours. Excited how many followers we're getting these days. And we're getting up to the 30s. They were lonely days at the beginning. Not many people were around. Get more followers. I think once we get to 50. Would you like to go first? No, we would not like to go first. I think once we get in the 50s, things will be good. Not that success is measured on how many followers you have. I'm just having fun making content and playing the game. Well, Trapinch into Brooklet Hill. So the tournament was yesterday. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys about that. But yeah, the tournament was yesterday, and I ended up playing a lightning deck that I was trying out. I don't think the lightning decks are super great, but I was going to give it a try. Ran into Psychic twice. We were playing the Raikou deck, I think one of the Raikou decks, and it was a variation of one of the ones I played on stream. We ran into Mew 2 times. So 2 Psychic decks playing bench barriers. It was tough, to say the least. So, yeah, 2 bench barrier Mews just stopped our Raikou from going off. We had to Regieleki and discard stuff without doing anything to the bench Pokemon. It was a sad day overall. We went 1-2. We had a great time though. We only played 3 rounds. It was at Dire Wolf Games, which is a shot in Lexington. Super stuff. Yeah, the Nuzzle deck seems sweet. One of the things I've noticed about all the Lightning deck archetypes is they rely heavily on Zapdos. And so if you get Zapdos going, if Zapdos is good, your deck might be good. And that's actually a deck, the Lightning deck, where I think Ninja Boy might be pretty good, just because you do get to Zapdos. So, who knows. Well, Pokemon Research Lab to start off. Not ideal for us, if I'm going to be honest. So let's Brooklet Hill first. Let's see what we got in our deck. So let's Brooklet Hill. We definitely want Hitmonchan. We got our combo in the deck. This is gonna be difficult. Now, all their Pokemon are weak to us, I think. So I do think we get Hitmonchan. I think we Nest Ball. Let's just get... I want Gible. We might want Gible. He's a better attacker. The Riolu might be a better attacker into what's happening currently, though. Let's get the Riolu. I think we're going to Quick Ball away the Raihan. It's just early in the game. I don't think we need it. Probably go ahead and get the Hitmonlee just to have it, just in case. Let's put this out here. We can Colress for 6 if we need to, which we're going to do. We're just going to find us some things. These are things. Now we can play the Gible too, which is pretty sweet. I think we hold. We hold right now currently. We could have, in hindsight, maybe we level ball to get out Machamp. I just don't know if Machamp is what we want to be doing currently. There's a Float Stone. So our opponent might be able to get to attacking, and we're okay with our Trapinch kind of biting the dust here. We can level ball into the Gabite, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, we need to find a way. And this resistance to fighting. They're playing the... I wonder if they're also playing Porygon Z. This is the deck recently that a lot of people on the Discords, just Tricky Jim and the Cardboard Warrior Discord, have been talking about. There's been some band talk about this being the best deck. I tend to agree that this deck is very strong. I don't know. It's hard to classify without there being like actual Pokemon sponsored, Nintendo sponsored events. What's the actual best deck, since we just have online tournament results to kind of go by and a couple of the different things. But this deck, it is good. 'Tis a deck that is good. Alright, nothing really doing for our opponent on that side. Alright, so I do think we want a Professor's Letter. Let's get some energy out. Let's get the level ball. I do want to get Gabite. And let's do this. Let's go ahead and retreat into Hitmonchan. What do I want to put on the bench here? Do I want to keep the spot open? Like, is it worth it to Brooklet Hill here? Might as well. Like, we're not going to get too many more activations of this. I guess we just get the Hitmontop. I know we're kind of leaving Machop and Machamp kind of not doing too much over there. But we're going to go ahead and do this. What is this? This is 1. So let's go ahead and hit and run. So weakness there. Take a prize. Is this kill my stuff, though? It might have been right to get the Tyrogue there. Let's put out the Trapinch. Yeah, I think maybe the Machop, we got the Escape Rope here, so they don't mess with our hand, we'll be in fine shape. I think Machop might have been better in hindsight, and I think the Tyrogue for the free retreat, and also just to let our opponent kill it. This Aerodactyl is going to be tough to kill at some point. This Arcan will be legit to kill if we can. We get to do 90 to something next turn with a special combo. Do we just hit the Snorlax? It prevents all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Damage is not an effect. So we still get to do 90 here. I do think... Does it matter about weakness and resistance? It doesn't. So we can kill this Arcan, but it looks like they get to evolve it here. We might still just hit it. And there's the Recycle Energy on the Aerodactyl. Nest Ball. I missed what balls they got. I'm assuming they got one. Yeah, getting the combo going is going to be important. We killed one of their draw engines. They're not getting set up as well as I'd hoped. Yeah, if they don't evolve it this turn, so I'm assuming this Ultra Ball is going to get it, the Archeops. So now I need to ask myself, is it better to try to get rid of this Snorlax? These things are just going to kill us. So there's the Archeops. So now everything is just a threat. So do I just do my best to take prizes where I can? And I think we definitely have to hit one of the flyers just because of... Yeah, still hit the bird, he says. Alright, I agree with that. Alright, hit the bird. Well, here's Floatstone now on the Minccino. It does make that a target that I'd love to hit, but we're not going to. Alright. Hitmonlee up. Well, there's Korrina, which is pretty cool. I do think we might just play it though, right? I wish that there was a way. I guess we could get Ultra Ball, right? Because we can get Gabite and Lucario. What does this do? So let's Korrina. Let's get Garchomp. Let's get Ultra Ball. Do we have Lucario in our deck? Well, Muscle Band, is it Muscle Band for next turn? What you're saying? We don't have a Focus Sash. We have Muscle Band. But I don't think it really matters too much to get that. Yeah, well, I don't think we're playing Focus. At least the list I pulled, we weren't. I'm going to grab Garchomp and Ultra Ball here. And we're going to get our combo going. We don't need this and this anymore. Let's grab... I guess we could grab Super Rod. Maybe we wait on Super Rod. I guess we could grab Martial Arts Dojo. Alright, let's get the Machop. Let's put Machop on the bench. Let's play this. And then, yeah, nothing else I want to do. Alright, 90 there. Alright, energy in hand. We have our engine going between Lucario and Garchomp. We have Stone Energy for Hitmontop to do finishing combo. Which, again, if they don't evolve this, we'll be fine. Now, playing the Martial Arts Dojo, I do think it was good. If we do like Ordinary Rod or Super Rod here, it will be tough to get back our basics, although we do just have the Garchomp Lucario, we could go get like Lusamine, put Brooklet Hill back into our hand, and we could kind of just like keep the train going if we need to. Stone to Lee. Is he going to live through this though? Yeah. Alright. I don't think it matters though, right? Because it's doing 180. So if we had attached stone, it was going to die anyway. Top won't work. Now, sometimes you just get lucky and you draw the energy. You know, sometimes you just get lucky. Now, what do we do here? Do we just go get Guzma and Hala maybe? Because we're going to do... We could do 80 to this. We could do 80 to this. So we're going to kill this. We're going to kill this. We're going to take 2 prizes this turn. Gosh, what card do we going to go? So we're doing this. Let's do this. Does doing 80 to this matter? Because this doesn't going to do 50. You know what? Let's go get Guzman Hala. I think it does matter. And we still have stone energy, so I think it does matter. Let's get Guzman Hala here, which is not in our deck. So we're not going to get Guzman Hala. We're not going to get Guzman Hala. What we are going to get is that muscle band I was talking about. All right, because this is going to do 60, 40. This has resistance. All right, 60, 40. But and then this would do an extra 20. I don't think it will kill it. So do we save this? I think we might just save this. And then we can Ordinary Rod next turn. All right, let's finish in combo. Yeah, I would have just done 100. All right, there's Guzman Hala. There's Marnie. Now, gosh, the fighting resistance, so good. The fact that like half their deck is weak to us, the other half isn't. Now we are ahead on prizes though, so our martial arts dojo doesn't do as much. Deck is sweet. This deck is super sweet. 10 out of 10 Jeff Bache recommended deck. Yeah, we could have gotten Guzma there. We could have gotten Guzma. I think you're right. We could have sent something else up and we could have gotten Guzma and done that. That would have taken a little bit more hindsight than we were inclined, although we did have, or a little bit more foresight. We did have the escape rope, so we could have gotten there either way. Like we could have gotten Hitmontop up. Garchomp has free retreat too. Obviously, I should have sent Garchomp up with a free retreat. So one of the things I'm still porting over from Magic to this format is not realizing how important free retreat can be. And it just takes a little while for my brain to wrap around what cards in my deck have retreat, since it's something I've never had to worry about in all the other card games I've played. So Garchomp has free retreat, and to remind myself that Tyrogue has free retreat in these decks. We're getting Parallel City here. We know that this Machop is pretty worthless, so we are going to get rid of that. If we need to get rid of this Parallel City, we can. Right. Let's do Garchomp. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. Well, let's Ordinary Rod first. Let's do both. We definitely want Hitmonlee, Hitmontop back into our deck. We definitely want 2 energy back. So this will do 30, so that would do 60 plus the muscle belt on the chin to knock out the Kangaskhan if we wanted to. And then we could get the dolls, what you're saying. And then that leaves us like Lusamine next turn. We used our Korrina already. Yeah. Alright, let's get Dowl. So get Doll, we can Chan, but I don't think it's not going to do anything to this Aerodactyl, right? So I think we want to Escape Rope, and they might put out the Lugia though. Like maybe it's better to have gotten the other thing, Guzma. I respect this though. We're just trying to loop combos together at this point, right? Let's Escape Rope first to see what they do before we decide on the Muscle Band. I'm assuming Lugia. One of the reasons to be playing the fighting deck right now is because the colorless deck is so good. Because you have a good chance against a lot of their Pokemon, this is a good way to go. I guess we could still Guzma and Hollow. We could Marnie. Their hand is huge, right? Let's put Stone Energy here. Let's put the Muscle Band. Let's just go ahead and burn it on this Garchomp. I just don't see it really mattering too much. And let's Marnie. Our opponent's hand's just huge. Alright, we drew the Hitmonlee and we have the Guzma. Alright, let's hit and run. Do want to knock out this Snorlax if we can. This Snorlax is going to be a problem. The Kangaskhan's not so much of a deal, so we might Guzma out the Kangaskhan. And we can kill the Aerodactyl with our Hitmonlee if we need to. Now, can we kill the Lugia? We can kill the Lugia too. I think we go with the Lugia and then hope that the fact that these are weak to our stuff is good. And our Muscle Band. There's a reason to keep it in our hand, maybe. I don't think it's going to matter too much in the long run. This Lugia's got so much energy. Alright, put out Garchomp. Hey, there's Thorton. Not totally irrelevant at this point, right? We can Hitmonlee. Let's attach an energy. Do we want to Guzma the Kangaskhan up? It's just going to retreat, but it might cost them a double one, and then we can kill the Aerodactyl or we can kill the Lugia. I could just retreat, kill the Lugia, and let this die, and then my boy cleans up next turn. Okay. I think that's the case, right? So we can go ahead and get the Hitmontop to hand. Is there a better card to get though? I don't want to burn because we're gonna save the Guzma, so maybe it's better to Sonia for it. Does Sonia put it on the bench or in our hand? Do we have us two? No, we don't. So Sonia is pretty worthless too. Versus Seeker might be relevant. Lusamine? Alright. I can agree with Lusamine. Let's go ahead and play Lusamine. Let's get maybe just both stadiums here. And I do think we want to go ahead and play Brooklet Hill. Let's go ahead and get Hitmontop. We have Thorton, so there's really no reason to worry. Ooh, almost misclicked there. Alright, we're up on prizes. They do get to draw a couple cards here. Alright, Bird Keeper. Bird Keeper's another good draw. So, we're going to do some damage here. We definitely want to hit the Snorlax. We're going to hit the Snorlax, I think. So with the Guzma, if everything stays the way it is, I think we Hitmontop, put up Snorlax, then we're going to knock out the Aerodactyl that way, and then Kangaskhan has 10 left, and we can just swoop in with a Hitmonchan attack if things stay the same. I think we still have our double colorless if we really need to use Royal Blade's attack. That's the reason why the colorless is in the deck. I will say, Shin, this Garchomp Lucario combo has seemed really important. I know you're playing the turbo list that's not playing these cards, but they have seemed very good. And again, it might just be my limited knowledge of what's happening here, but man, just getting any card you want every turn seems good. We are getting End here, which I don't think matters too much, especially now that we have the energy. That's fair. It's a win more card versus a pull behind card. Because obviously, like if your Riolu or your Gabite get knocked out, you're just sitting with 5 worthless cards in your deck. Opponent's saying well played. Alright, I think he saw the writing on the wall. That's fun. Alright, I think I got one more in me if our opponent is willing to play. Learning the deck is sweet. We have another local tournament. I feel like all of a sudden we went from a desert. No one was trying to support GLC, and then all of a sudden tomorrow there is another local GLC get-together happening at another store in our area called the Side Deck. They're going to start about 6:45, 6:30, and I think I'll end up going to that tomorrow night too. I ended up lucking into a free night. The baby and the wife are heading down to the in-laws, so I'll have a moment to get out there and play. I think I might play this deck. Now that I'm learning the ins and outs, I think the only card I'm missing from the list that we're currently playing is Thorton, which is a new card that I just found out about. Problem I ran into was I always prize Garchomp or Lucario. So the iteration that I'm playing is playing Peonia, which I guess is considering the fact that you might have those cards prized at some point. What are you playing Town Map or Gladion in your versions, or are you going Peonia too in the turbo versions, or do the turbo versions even, like, does it matter? All you need is Hisuian Heavy Ball to get one of your basics out. That in Gladion? Yeah, I guess when you only need one card and you need a very specific card for your combo, that makes sense, and we're maybe a little bit stretched on that. Alright, I'll send him one more response, and if not, we might call it a night. Again, I've had a ton of fun playing the deck. Again, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I think there's some tweaking to be done. It just didn't play well on paper. Shin, what other decks do you have besides the fighting deck? I know that you're a fighting fan. Our community is growing, which is, one of the reasons why this stream started was I wanted to just stream to people in the community to show them the game, and it started out really local. It's grown a little bit from then. Again, we're not a big stream. We're a very specific stream. But the community's grown. I've put in a lot of work. A lot of other people have put in a lot of hard work to grow our community, and I really appreciate all those people and trying to keep the positive vibes. And again, the biggest key I think to growing our local community has been the fact that I just own like 10 decks, and you're just calling up your friend who just wants to hang out, and you're like, hey man, we need someone to play. Here's a deck, and they'll come out. So I do think that that is an important part of our community building. Every type built but fairy. That's kind of where I'm at too. Every type built, but fairy, and my fire deck isn't completely sleeved up. All the other decks are sleeved up, just the fire deck isn't. Well, alright, I think that's the stream. I think our opponent doesn't want to play anymore. They might have just not had a chance. They left kind of early in the game. I was surprised by their concession there. I do think we were going to win that game, but they might have just had something to do, and we're going to respect their time and not push it any further. That being said, the deck was sweet. Definitely enjoyed it. Again, I appreciate everyone's patience with me as I was learning the deck. Some things. Shin's advice is play the turbo version. He says don't play Garchomp, don't play Lucario. He just found those cards to be dead in some matchups. Obviously, we saw in the couple of matchups that we played that these cards were great. In the games where we were behind, they weren't so great. But obviously, just being able to get any card you want from your deck creates more chances to make mistakes, but it also creates the opportunities to pull ahead. So I liked playing them. I'll probably try them in paper a little bit more, but I get where Shin is coming from. So you've got both sides here when you listen to that. Machoke seems super important in the spread matchups. You just play Machamp because of that, I'm pretty sure. Flygon, you need an extra body, and this card has some good stuff going on with it. Resistance, weakness to grass, low retreat cost here, and then Desert Geyser gets to destroy a stadium if you need to. We're not playing a field blower, I don't think, because we're playing 3 stadiums ourselves plus the Flygon, so the Flygon can come in handy there too. Tyrogue, which again, interesting inclusion, but it does have free retreat, no weakness, no resistance, and at times the Bready Kick ability can come in handy, especially since you don't have to attach any energy, and you can use its attack. Besides that, trying to think if there's anything else here that I would consider changing or recommending to you. Pokédoll, super important here. I gotta get used to playing with this card. I haven't played too many decks with this. Just being able to Hitmonchan into Lily's Pokédoll so you don't take or lose a prize to your opponent next turn while you're trying to set up your finishing combo seems really important. And the other thing is we switched in stream from what were we playing? Ninja Boy to Thorton, but I think I might consider Fury Sode too, just because Fury Sode puts it on the bench. Shin is throwing out that you could get the Robo Sub too. I felt like in all those games, 1 was enough. Have you found an instance, Shin, where maybe more than one of these effects, these Lily's Pokédoll effects, was important? Again, I'm fairly a novice when it comes to that, so any feedback would be great. I could see the importance of it. I think the only other change that we really changed from what we saw... Alright, Shin is giving me the thumbs up, so we might try that too, the Robo Sub. Got one of those in the mail. We added another special energy just because we're playing Guzma and Hala, so we're playing the Stone and we're playing the Strong Energy. You might consider one less. Obviously, you want Strong Energy over Stone because of your Stadium effect, Martial Arts Dojo here. Just because if you have a basic energy attached, you do more damage. That being said, deck is sweet. Play it. Please play it. Especially with Colorless being such a strong deck in the format currently. This seems to be one of the answers. You throw a little bit away to the grass matchups. Think we got some weakness to Psychic 2, which are 2 of the other powerful decks. I was going to say if Colorless goes away, Psychic and Grass are probably the 2 decks I'm worried about. I also wonder what the Water matchup is like. I bet the Water matchup is pretty fun to try out. That's a matchup I would be interested in playtesting against. Well, anyway, that's the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday. Not sure what we'll be playing on Monday, but tune in anyway. I'm sure it will be fun. Anyway, thanks again, everyone. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you soon.